Good morning, friends and fellow traders. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options, and this is the morning market preparation video for October 2nd, 2018. Hey everyone, just a quick announcement this morning. On Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week, there will be no morning video or morning note. I apologize for that. This will be the first time in a very, very long time I have missed posting a note. It's just simply because I am traveling and will be involved in a conference, so I will not be able to have access to put that together at the proper times. So I apologize for that. I will be back on the following Monday, so no worries. I will be right back. And once again, I apologize. So just realize that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there will be no morning video. So, hey, yesterday we had really an interesting market. I had mentioned, being careful as we approach a resistance level for the potential of some selling. It was very interesting how the market reacted yesterday, and the response yesterday was pretty interesting. If we take a look at a short-term chart here on the daily move, we had a really nice gap up, 200-point gap up, and then run. But then suddenly we started to show some signs of a little bit of profit taking coming in, a little bit of selling going on. And then right at the end of the day, there was just this really concerted effort to try and shove this market right back up. And clearly that was an institutional move because it happened so fast and so quickly. And you can see it right here. The volume all came in. The biggest volume of the day came in that last few minutes of the day. As a matter of fact, if I go to even a shorter term chart, you can see it, a 10-minute chart. It all came in all at once right there. So that's an institutional move, really working hard to try and keep this market up. But I want you to notice that over the last few trading days, we've had some trouble here where we try to get those rallies going, and it's met with some profit taking as the day goes on. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. A little bit of caution, maybe a little bit of concern could be coming in on the market. Now, the diamonds fared the best yesterday, holding up quite well. But you can see this morning, if I zoom this up, we have been down almost 100 points in the futures this morning, but they're starting to, do that morning push up here, trying to bolster the market here just a little bit. And you can see right here, we're gapping down on the diamonds below yesterday's open, which in technical terms could produce what's called an island reversal pattern, particularly if we get follow through to the downside today. That creates that potential of that island reversal pattern, which is a bearish pattern. Now, I want to caution everyone on just thinking that the world is coming to an end, because I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form. What I am saying is that the possibility exists, and we should be prepared for the possibility if those bears do decide to sustain an attack. They haven't been able to do much of an attack or sustain a much of attack on the bearish side, because there's been quite a little pushback by the bulls, but we are seeing a little bit of willingness to fight here on the bear side. So currently, if we take a look at the market, we can see we're clearly trending, and the trends are still in favor of the bulls. So watch this. If we get that follow through, that failure pattern here, that could be an early warning sign to trouble ahead. So kind of keep an eye on that. However, if the bulls do happen to pick this up, hold and defend, a little bit of rest in here will be okay, and then we could move higher. So stay focused on that price action. And let me be very clear here. I'm not saying or recommending that you panic or see tons of bearishness in this chart. Only that the possibility does exist, and we need to be prepared for that, okay? So let's take a look at the SPY. SPY had fared much worse yesterday. We tried to push up toward those resistance highs and just couldn't hold on to it. Ended up selling off and coming back yesterday, able to maintain a positive close, up, just 0.35% on the day, but struggling here as well. Now, the good news is that we held on to support levels. So far, supports have continued to hold in here, and we're also holding on to trends. So nothing is terribly bearish. Just those little warning signs that something could be amiss here with all of these wicks coming in to these candles, showing a little bit of potential. Well, just a little stress is all it's really showing here, in my opinion. So we have to focus on that just a little bit and maybe just be a little bit cautious. Now, as you can see this morning, SPY is looking to gap down. And this, again, could create kind of that bearish reversal or island pattern if the bears do attack and push the market lower. However, if the bulls come in and really defend in here and push this up to a white candle today, that negates that possibility of that pattern. Let's take a look at the Qs. Qs really had an interesting day yesterday. If we take a look, our high print over here, was 187.52. That was our high print. 187.52. Yesterday, we created a 187.53. So by a single tick, the Qs made a new record high. And then sellers came in, profit takers came in to take that back down. Now, once again, we maintained a positive day, up 0.20%. But there is reasons for a little concern here. If this were to actually get follow through to the downside, this could suggest a double top high here in the Qs. So we'll want to watch that closely if we see some follow through selling today. So be a little bit cautious and careful until we get those directional clues. However, if the bulls are just playing possum, and that could possibly be the case, that the bulls are just playing possum in Diamond SPY and the Qs, and they're trying to bring in as many short sellers as they possibly can. What they can do is pull off what's called a short squeeze. If they get enough short traders jumping on here and then suddenly move the market higher, all of those short traders get squeezed out, meaning they have to buy to cover. That produces a short squeeze, and we can pop out to those new highs. So that is also a possibility here. So it's going to be an interesting few days to see how this grinds out. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be available to really watch it very closely over the next few days, being gone. So watch this stuff very closely, guys, and be prepared for anything. Let's take a quick look at IWM. Now, IWM made a decision yesterday, not only breaking, and this could be an early warning clue for the overall market, not only breaking that short-term trend the other day, but now also breaking down through the long-term trend. Now, it's possible, certainly possible, as we've seen here, where we can break down and rally right back up. That could be the case later on today, but this morning, as you can see, the IWM is actually gapping just slightly lower on the day. So we need to see those bulls step in and really defend here on IWM. Let's take a quick look at the VIX. The VIX yesterday did just really didn't move, as if no one was paying attention and no one really cared that there was selling coming into the market. So far we have a hold of this support And I really would have expected more of, on that big gap up, more of a move down here yesterday. But fear didn't collapse yesterday on that great big gap up. So we'll want to watch this today with a gap down and see if that starts to creep up. That could be a little bit of an early warning sign for us as well. So kind of keep an eye on that if that happens to occur. Let's look at T21.22, which is that 4-week new high, new low ratio. And you can see yesterday, even after that big move up in the market, we didn't get a big move up here in the 4-week new high, new low. It's as if fewer and fewer companies are finding the ability to push the market up, and we are struggling with those few companies to get them to hold. So right now, we want to watch this for the potential and just realize we have the potential for a substantial move down still, but we have plenty of room to the upside. So it all depends on who gains that control in this battle today. It'll be kind of interesting to watch for sure. Let's take a look at that economic calendar for the day. That economic calendar doesn't have much on it today. We have had motor vehicle sales early this morning on there. We have the Red Book and a couple of Fed speakers, and of course the big thing of the day is the Fed chairman speaks today at noon, so you'll want to maybe keep an eye on that. Also, since I'm gone the rest of the week, make sure you're paying attention. Notice that Powell also speaks tomorrow. Keep an eye on these big reports, and remember that employment situation number on Friday could be a big deal, so kind of keep an eye on that. Watch that report. Let's take a look on the earnings calendar. We had 12 companies on the calendar today reporting. PepsiCo reported very early this morning, and they reported well, but doggone it, the market is punishing them this morning. The CEO is also stepping down today. There'll be a new leadership at PepsiCo. So you can see the market is responding bearishly even to that really nice report from PepsiCo, so we'll have to watch that closely. And then PAYX is also slated to report this morning before the bell sometime, so we'll want to keep an eye on PAYX. There really is not much anything else in the earnings calendar today, so after we get past these mornings, there's a few companies out there reporting, and if you hold them, of course, that's important, but there's nothing that would particularly move the market around. So with that, everyone, hey, I want to wish you all a great day. I want to wish you fantastic profits. And if this is the first time you've seen these videos, please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button on YouTube, follow me button on Facebook, click those thumbs up buttons and drop a comment. I truly, truly appreciate that. And always feel free to share this video with any friends and family. Folks, I will be gone for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so there won't be a report. But I will be back the following Monday. So everyone, take care, be safe. I wish you all tremendous success, and never give up on yourself.